Hi, awesome! Welcome to the first video of 2024. In this video, you're going to be coming shopping with me to buy things to do baking, then a baking episode part of it. So you're going to be shop with me and bake with me. I'm going to buy stuff to make dog treats for the dog. Then the next episode will be the dog trying the treats. And I'm not sure what the video is going to be after that, but I'm going to try and do 4 videos a month. 2 to do with the dog, and so this one is going to be the first one to do with the dog. Second one is she's going to try the treats. Then that to the dog one. Then the next one is eating one colour for 24 hours, where I go shopping for the colours and eat them. And I'm going to do that every month, but after I've done all the colours in the rainbow, I'll eat everything from one shop after that. So it's still going to be the same thing, but different. So it's going to be what colour should my first one be? Comment below. Then after that, it's going to be try and do a new art with me. And it's going to be crochet. Learn to crochet with me. Then that will be my 4 episodes for January. Then after that, I'll let you know what my next 4 for February going to be. So stay tuned. I am going to make my dog a smoothie with a banana, broccoli and apples. So when you make a smoothie for a dog, look up first what dogs can eat, and everything I got here dog can have. If my dog doesn't like it, I can have it. So it's all human safe. Usually you would put ice cream or like yogurt or something in it, but I'm not. But I can't have that, so if my dog doesn't like it, I can have it. So far I got both water and ice in. My ice machine is making more ice. So when I got more ice, I'll add more ice to it. But now okay, that'll do. So now I'm getting the chopping board out. You might not be able to see what I'm doing, but I'll try and film what I can. My tripod isn't actually that good at the moment. So I'm going to start by putting in 1 banana. So you peel the banana, obviously. And you don't actually have to use a knife for the bananas, you can just chop them in. I'm actually going to use 2 bananas. The fresher they are, the better, but I could only afford the one that's slightly out of date. But not out of date enough not to be edible, but I would eat them. So, if you would eat them, dogs will eat them. So now I need to grab a knife so I can cut an apple. So you cut the apple in half. You cut the apple in half, then the half in half again. So they're like this. Then you make sure you got the seeds out, because dog can't have seeds. No matter how neat it is, it just has to be no seeds. So it looks like that. Then you just cut them as small as you like. But they're going to be blended anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And you can use as many apples as you like. I'm actually going to use 2 apples. You can use 1, you can use 2, you can use 3. You can use as many apples as you like. But remember, it has to be all dog safe food. And it doesn't matter how well you cut them. Because they're going to get smaller and smaller anyway as you're blending. So I got apples and bananas in. Now I'm going to put some broccoli in. So for the broccoli, just do that a few times. I'm going to put 4 pieces in. Then as I blend it, I'm going to check it, then add more, add less. Then you put the lid on, just that way. You plug your blender in. I plug the blender in, you put the blender on. Make sure the plug is on. And make sure the right plug is in. That would be an idea. Then you turn it on. Then you do extract. Then that happens. So I'll just show you what happens. Need more stuff in it. So I'm going to add another banana. Two pieces of broccoli. Then I'm going to blend again. Next time, if I need to, I'm going to add an apple. I'm just going to see what I got in my freezer to do it back. I'm going to add some garden peas. Now, extract. The lid wasn't on properly. Now, this is what it should look like. Depending on the type of smoothie you're making. Now, you grab your tray that you're going to pour them in. Can you it like that. So you grab this, take the lid off your blender, then you pour until it's as full as you want it. Right over full, never mind. If you overfill them, get a spoon and pour it into the others until it's not overflowing. So took 1 spoon for each. So you make space in the freezer. So the way you do that, you take stuff out, then you just stuff back around it. Then you put it in the freezer. Not quite enough room just yet. Then you put that in. Then you put the stuff that you took out back in. Then now they go on top, we're going to freeze it. So you're going to freeze that one. I'm going to fill the other one up because you still got some left. Remember, don't add anything that dogs aren't allowed, like sugar and chocolate or stuff that dogs can't have. Don't add them into it because you don't want to poison your dog, do you? Normally you would fill something smaller than these are, like paw shapes and stuff like that, but I don't have anything like that, so I'm filling up what I've got. But that to be silicone and safe for the freezer and safe for heating, all of that, or it's not gonna work. So now I'm making space in another bit because I need more space for the other one. Now I grab this one. They might they go onto each other because almost it. So you freeze it for a couple of days until it's frozen. Now put everything back into the freezer. Oh, no. Now just moving stuff around in the freezer and I still have the space. stuff around to make space for them. That's what I'm doing. So because you can't see me, it doesn't matter because you don't need to. I'm just putting stuff back in. So, but everything back in the freezer. I still got some left, so I made too much. So that will have to go down the drain. Unless I can think of something else I can do with it. Tomorrow I'm gonna make some dog biscuits. Stay tuned for that. Before I move on to making the dog treat, the cake type one, the biscuit, I'll have to do a job first. So, for the job, I need some of these. The dog treats that I've frozen. I'm taking the dog treats out that I froze. Oops. Well, I can sort that out. Where the mess I made, I'm going to sort out. So no problem there. So I just throw some food on the floor, so I'm just brushing them to one side. Then I'm going to sort them all out after I've done all of them. So I got the treats out from the freezer. Now I'm going to take them out of the molds. This is what the long ones look like. But first I need to get this, but I'm going to cut them into smaller pieces. But that is too much for a dog. So to do that, it would be good if I had a hammer, but I don't. But anything that would work to smash them, that is clean. This is not going to work. At the moment, I'm just cutting them into halves at the moment. I know it's a little bit sticky, but after you've done them all, you can wash your hands and get the stickiness off. Oops. Sorry that my phone keeps falling. It's a bit I don't have the tripod. No, that's not going to cut. If they don't cut, then it's fine. I'm just putting them into these stuff anyway, so no problem. I'm not going to actually cut them in small pieces. I'm going to do that when my dog gets them. And this is another reason why I didn't actually pick up the mess, but I'm making mess as I'm going along. So, I've done out that one, we'll go in the freezer. Now I'm going to fill this one up. This just makes it easier when I'm sticking it to the dog. Oh, so that needs going on. My hands are getting cold. Don't have to worry about putting a lid on these ones. Ooh! Your hands are going to get cold because these are frozen. So. Ooh, now I put those two in the freezer. Then I need another one for the last two. That noise of my ice machine saying it's starting up again. But when you do this, it will be better to get bigger containers than this. Because then, you don't have to use as many. Like I'm doing. But for me, it's okay. If you get any on the tops, you can just push into the sink, because they just basically water. They're smoothies. So now I'm gonna wash them, then make dog biscuits. So stay tuned for that bit. I am now going to make dog treats for my dog. The first thing I'm gonna put in is bananas, if they're okay to put in. And if not, I'll work it out from there. Yeah, they're okay. All you do is take any bit that's bad, any bit that got that on it, tuck to one side because you're not going to use that bit. But the rest you can use. Because I got a few bananas, I should have enough. Don't think this one will be good. So there's not a lot of this one I can use. But I think I got enough. Yeah, I got enough bananas. But most of them are good. Usually you would only use 1 or 2 bananas, but because they're not that good, they're 2 gone, I've needed 3 to get that amount. So the first thing you do is mush the bananas. I'm not following a recipe because I don't have everything I need for a recipe. But I am putting in stuff that dogs are allowed. So before you make anything, check what you're putting in them to see if they're safe for dogs. If they're not, it's not going to work. Alexa, and ignore that noise. Then now the bananas are mushed up like baby food. You put them in. Put them into the bowl, the mixing bowl. This is my mixing bowl. Then you get the flour. And you just try and work out. I'm going to do 1 tablespoon, but I'm going to do it every time I put it in, I'm going to estimate. So I've done 2 so far. There's possibly 4. For some reason they're getting stuck on it, but that doesn't matter because 4 will be enough for now. And if I need more, I'll add more. Then I'm going to check if my peanut butter is okay to use. I had it for a long time but never used. And the date on it is November this year, so it should be. Yep, looks perfect. Don't need a spoon. Don't need to get 2 spoons. And I'm going to use 2 big spoonfuls. So I've got that in. Now I'm going to get my mixer so I can mix it together. But I'm going to try and do it by hand first. Got it? So now I'm going to mix all of this. Quite easy. Not going to stick that. I need to add a bit more flour, so I'll add 1 more spoonful. This is what it's like when you're making your own recipe from scratch. You need to estimate everything. Give me a minute, I need to get a knife. Extra knife to clean, but whatever. But every now and then it gets stuck on the whisk and you need to get it out. And the way you do that, use a knife. To scrape it off. And look at it coming off. Then you mix. Then you take out again. Takes a while to get all the flour out of there, but it does come out. Now I'm going to use my hands. Dip mine on there first then. That's done. Use your hands every now and then first. Put some flour on your hands. Not a lot, just a little bit. Then you just flip it, lift it, drop. Get a bit more flour. Then put it, but you can add every now and then, but you don't add a lot. I know your bag of flour is going to get messy, but you sort that after. Yeah, that should be enough flour. But if it got too much flour in, you just add more of the other stuff. Then that bit done. That bit done. Now you put some flour on the table so you can roll it. And you have to make sure your table is clean. Just gonna wash my hand for a second just so you get the cutting. When you're baking, it's good to wash your hands now and then. Then for this bit you get a tray to put them on, and you put either butter or baking sheets on it. You get rolling pin, some flour to go on the rolling pin, and you roll. Then you get your cutty cooker and you cut and place on the baking tray. And I'm going to do 4 hearts first. I don't even think my dog would care what they look like. No, one more. Oops. My dog is not going to care what they look like, and most dogs don't. So don't worry about the shape. Every now and then you need to get more flour. Then this time I'm going to do a star. 4 stars. Get more flour to go on the rolling pin. You get hoover out tomorrow. Tidying up will be part of tomorrow's episode when the dog tries the treats. Now, the star. I'm going to do 4 of them. I've done 2 so far. Don't mind if they touch on the baking sheet, because when you're both going to get into the dog, they're probably going to come apart anyway, depending on how you do it. So I've done 3 stars now. Then you get it and roll into a ball again. Now, so that's all the star shape done. This time I'm going to do more stars. These stars are bigger and it just takes less time. They're all going to be different thickness and stuff, so if you're doing them different thickness, you'll actually check on them more often. So you take out the one that's done and you keep the other one in, because some will be done before the others, and that's fine. You just bake them for as long as they need. So you will start with 15-minute check, 15-minute check, 15-minute check. Every 15 minutes, check on them. On the last one, I'm just pressing down into a flat shape thing. So now I'm going to wash my hands. And I'm going to turn the oven on. I thought I'd done that before, but I didn't. And I'm going to turn it on to 150. Got to let it heat up for a few minutes. Got to let the oven heat up for a few minutes. Then put the cookies in. This is what they look like so far. Give me a second. This is what they look like so far. Oh, that's my ice machine. And the mess I'm going to sort out later. Because it's my own place. This is my flat. I can tidy whenever I like. So I'm going to take my thing off because the cooking. I've done the cooking. So I'm going to show you what they look like at the end after they've been in the oven. And then the next video is going to be starting with me tidying up my mess. Then giving the treat to the dog. So stay tuned for more. They only took 15 minutes in the oven at 150. This is what they look like. And the next video is the dog trying them and me tidying up. Thank you for watching this vlog. Stay tuned for the next one. Hope you enjoyed. Bye, awesomes.